everyone. Today we are not here to promote anything, but we are here to have an honest conversation. When we hear the term student driven ecosystem, it often sounds like a buzzword. So today, instead of defining it theoretically, let's look what it actually means on the ground from students who are actively living it every day. So, I am joined by fellow members of different committees and SIGs, and we'll try to unpack what student driven really means. So, we have with us Khushi Bhadiadra, Shruti Madangi, Shubhajit Shah, Radhika Kadolkar, and Titli Shah. Let's start at basics. So, Khushi, my first question is to you. When we talk about SIBM Nagpur as student driven ecosystem, what it actually means and how is it different from what students are experiencing in other B schools?
So at SIBM Nagpur, student-driven system is not just about execution. It is about planning, budgeting, implementation, everything from start to end. We believe in regulated freedom. We for sure have guidance from director sir, some of the faculties, and even our peers. But at the end, the final calls and all the workings are done by us, which gives us the ability to take decisions, gives us the accountability, which is one of the major factors of making us highly professional and corporate ready.
So, Radhika, my next question is to you. There is a common perception that students who are not academically strong, they tend to join committees and SIGs, and people also say that they perform better in committees, but they are not good at academics. So, how true is this perception?
So I think, according to me at least, committees don't really replace academics. They actually add a lot of pressure to you because you're expected to perform in the classroom as well as outside it. So it's quite a pressurizing situation, but in a good way.
So, Shruti, as Radhika mentioned, that it actually increases pressure. So, let's come to another aspect, that is balance. So, when students have their academics, life projects, committees, their personal lives, so how does student driven model actually, like, is it become overwhelming at some point in time for a student?
I would feel the right answer to this. It's initially, yes, it might feel overwhelming. It might feel there's so much for me to do in a single day. But eventually, this student-driven culture and this culture of working in committees and SIGs gives you a window of exposure to the corporate world, especially for freshers like me. It gives an exposure to ask how to handle your personal tasks and tasks that you're assigned to with responsibility and accountability. So I believe this is the right way to understand working with peers, working with seniors, and working with subordinates.
That's great, but another concern, Shubhajit, I would like to ask you this. That another concern that students have is that a strong committee culture often lead to unhealthy competition, internal politics, and burnout sometimes. So is it true?
Listen, there are different people from different aspects. So the disagreements or the conflicts is pretty natural and human. But coming to a mutual point is very necessary for us. Here, when you tackle with different people from different aspects, you turn to learn more. You get new opportunity how to handle disagreement, how to handle conflicts, as well as delivering the required outcome that people are expecting from you by managing your academics as well as not compromising with the results. So I believe this not only creates an unhealthy competition but rather gives you an realistic environment by staying in the campus, training you for the upcoming future in your corporate.
I would like to add to this. Conflicts are somewhere a way that we keep check on each other. That if I agree to a certain point with few of my members, the other few members might not agree with me or the other team members. We keep each other in check and make sure that we are implementing or doing the right things and not taking advantage or doing wrong in the name of committees or SIGs that we follow here.
I agree with her on this because it helps us in developing our negotiation skills and it helps us to understand that the perspectives of each and every person in the committee is equally important and has to be equally validated, and not that someone with power exercises more of opportunity and more of decision making and the others don't. So it gives an equal opportunity to everybody to make decisions.
That's great, but stepping back from the structure and labels, Titli, I want to ask you that what does a student actually take away from student-driven ecosystem from the whole conversation that we had?
Okay, So my day one at SIBM Nagpur begins with it's a student driven culture. So from that day we learned that you should be comfortable with responsibility. When you are in a committee or SIG, you are taking up responsibilities on your own. You learn how to take ownership. Whatever you are doing, there's at the back of your mind you have that you are responsible for whatever you are doing. And then comes peer learning, which is again very important, and we gain to learn a lot from peer learning. When it's student driven, the amount of things that we are learning from the faculty or other members, we are learning a lot more from our peers, our students, our juniors, our seniors. So I believe that this student driven culture is very much important in SIBM Nagpur, and we follow that religiously.
I also like to add one point. When you are handling these things, here you become more confident about decision making, because the decision you are taking, you are completely responsible for it. So when you are taking a solid decision, it's making you corporate ready to handle more pressurized situation, staying calm and taking the decision and staying accountable for it. And this student driven culture also helps you in handling more ambiguity situations where you are supposed to deliver by managing multiple things at a time. This not only develops your personality but also helps in the technically it helps also help in developing the college as well as you.
Question to all of you. That is the student-driven ecosystem suitable for everyone who joins SIBM Nagpur, or students with some particular qualities fit into this model?
Okay. To answer this, let me start the conversation here. That it's not necessary that everybody fits in or everybody does not fit in. I feel the student-driven culture works best for people who are willing to work, are hardworking, and are dedicated and committed. People feel that it is all fun and games being a part of committee. You miss academics, you get exemptions, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, you are accountable for every step you take. You are supposed to answer and be available 24/7. We take calls at 1 a.m. in the night while also working on our education, our placements. And at the end of the day, whoever is able to balance all together is the one who gets the student driven fruits and also the placement.
It is extremely important for everybody to try to indulge into these kind of committees and SIGs, as I feel the only way to growth in life is to come out of your comfort zone. So once you are a person who are a fresher, who are new to all of this, you've just done your undergrad and you've come for MBA, I think you should give yourself a chance to step in and to explore committees and to see what you're good at. You may never know, there must be something that you're good at and you just explored it after coming in.
Exactly.
So it is a gateway to get to know more of your strengths and your weaknesses and to work on it.
I would like to add one more point. The two things that I believe should have in is self-motivation and the learning. You have to be open to learn, because while you are doing something, I think you will good at one thing. But when you are explore multiple things, you will come to know, okay, I'm good at this, I'm good at this, I'm also good at this. So here you need to be open-ended as well as self-motivated to handle anything that's coming to you.
That is true. So I want to add one point. So generally, when we look at a master's program, you're thinking that it's just something that you're doing after your undergrad, but it's actually not. When you come to a master's, there is a holistic development that they're looking at from an individual point of view. So personally, when I joined, I am a fresher. So when I joined, I only had a few months of internship experience, and besides that, my undergrad. But when I joined, I was still just focusing on academics and not much here and there. But coming into a committee, it really taught me a lot of discipline to along with responsibilities. I learned to juggle both academics along with my committee work, and trust me, I have excelled in my academics way better than I did before my committee work.
So before we wrap up, my last question to each and every one of you. So the end goal of every student who comes to a B school is placement. So how does this student-driven ecosystem help you all to get good placements?
So, in the student driven environment, we are every day hustling and bustling with our activities, our committee work, and our academics. So, when we are balancing all these stuffs and then we are trying to put our efforts in our pre-placement activities, our mock interviews, our aptitude tests, doing everything. And then when we sit for placements, we feel that we are ready for the corporate. And when we step into the corporate world and when we talk with the interviewers, we feel that we are ready and we'll be able to secure the placements. So that is what our end goal is. And we have all secured our placements, and that is very good for us.
So, congratulations to everyone. So, I think what comes out clearly from this conversation is that student driven ecosystem doesn't mean easy, it means involved. It's not about doing more activities, but it is taking accountability of your journey. So, I hope this conversation gave you a real glimpse into the student driven ecosystem of SIBM Nagpur. So, thank you.